pretty. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How will you feel about packing up today?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to day 21 of Vlogmas. Only 4 days left. That's wild to me. I feel like I say that every day. It remains wild. So today is just a standard day in the life. We're doing a work day today. I'm about to head into the office and just try and get some work done. I have about a half day to work today because my husband goes to work at a little after 1 and the kid is out of school. So I have, honestly, it's almost 10, so I have like 2 hours to work. So maybe I'll just go to a coffee shop as I'm saying this out loud. I might just run to a coffee shop and work from there instead of getting all settled into the office for just 2 hours. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice. I love making that decision with you. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting my hair generally tamed, and then I'll go get dressed and we'll check in with the outfit of the day. We'll also go do our advent calendar, so I'll see you there. This is what we're gonna do for the day. I'm just gonna wear that because who cares. I'm gonna try the Penrose perfume today. See if I still like it. Yeah, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna just put it on my wrist. Yeah, oh, I love that smell. Okay. And these are my new favorite earrings of all time. I think you've probably picked up on that. They're the ones from Ana Luisa. They kind of look like little croissants. And time for our advent calendar. This is starting to become like a sad thing for me to pull because we're getting fewer and fewer and fewer. Like after today, there's only 4 left, which is kind of making me sad. Oh, okay. This is Cindy Riley Retinol. I already have a full bottle of this, maybe from last year. I can't really use retinol because my skin is just too tender. I've tried multiple times. I know there's like all these different ways that you can kind of start to integrate it into your routine. I've tried them all. It's just too much for me. So I'm sure I have someone I can give this to, but that's less exciting. Okay. I will see you in the car.
In her sloth.
I did actually decide to go. This is very 70s of me. I did decide to go ahead and go to the office. I realized on the way here that I'm just much more efficient at the office, and so that actually works out better for me in the long run. I think that'll be good. I'm just gonna go in. It's 10:30. I've had a lot of anxiety this morning, quite frankly, just feeling like I am behind and I'm nervous about, the kiddo not being in school and making time to do all the work that needs to be done. And I'd really love to have some relaxation next week in between, the holidays. So I'm just feeling, what is my hair? Sorry, I'm distracted. Feeling some pressure to make the most of this week, but also want to spend time with the kiddo, do intentional activities together where he feels like he had, like a holiday with us. This is a weird time to be writing a book, quite frankly, but I'm super grateful to be writing a book at all. You know what I mean? I think I have, let me show you my mask situation. Can you see? I have like so many masks. So like every day I pick the one that I feel like goes with my outfit the best. This pretty much always pick the black one. That's what's made this whole thing fun for me. I had to make it fun or, I would be depressed. Let me show you. So I have what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 with the one I'm wearing. When I was dropping the kiddo off at school, a teacher was like, "Oh, where'd you get your cute masks?" And I said, you know, like Target and Etsy for the most part. And they were like, I was like, I'm trying to like match them to my outfits. And she was like, that's more than I can do. And I was like, it's just keeping me sane. It's like making it enjoyable. I just got a notification that I got a package, so let's go check it out. So that actually works out great because Obi and I just decided that the toothpaste that we use is garbage. So we're ready to switch it up. They're sponsoring an episode of the podcast, so it'll be fun to dive in and try that out and see how we like it. We did it. It's 11:42 and we're done. I am going to head home. All I have left to do today is vlog and edit the vlog, so that's not bad. I also need to run and take my Newly back, actually, which I forgot to bring with me, so we'll head home and do that. Visuals for the book I feel great about. I finally feel like I understand what I'm gonna do and I'm really excited about it. I wish I could tell you now, but I can't. But I'm really excited. So I also hired a new editor today, which is relieving. I thought that was going to be a much more painful process than it ended up being. So big win on that front. Great. Okay. Yeah, let's go home. Okay, so we're home and I came home to a package. If you were here a couple of days ago, when I tried to go to Ulta and buy new lip balm, then you know I placed an order at Sephora in my car. I'm not sure if the lip balm that I got is a full size or if it's a trial size. So we'll find out now. Either way is fine. It lasted me so long last time that the trial size will be plenty for me. It's like in the middle. I'm really excited about this. So I bought myself like a gift pack because they were sold out of the mask I like, the lip mask I like. But if I bought it in the pack, I could get it. So I got the water sleeping mask, which I already know I like. It's kind of like, it kind of goes from like cream to water texture. This is the one I'm most excited about. The Radiance Cream. It's brighten, even tone, moisturize. This looks, and it's like a nice bottle. Like it's like a nice glass bottle or jar. I'm really excited about that one the most. And then this is the lip mask. This is like in between. I got a trial size last year in my advent calendar and it was much smaller than this one. So this is kind of in between the one that I had, the bigger size, and the trial that I had. So this will probably last me a good like 6 months, which is great. Then, because I'm a sucker, I also grabbed this while I was there. But I'm not a sucker. But this is something that I did last year that I actually was really grateful for. I purchased kind of a bunch of sample-sized holiday kits for myself around the holiday season. And it actually is great because it let me try out a ton of different brands. Like I got to try out Fresh, I got to try out Tatcha, and a bunch of like brands that I wouldn't necessarily spend that money on like a full-size product unless I knew for 100% that I loved it. And Biossance is one of those brands that like every skin person that I follow loves and recommends, but I'm not, you know, is it gonna be like that big of a difference for me, or is it just gonna kind of be as good as the other products that I use is kind of the deal. So this came with the Squalane and Lactic Acid Resurfacing Night Serum. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't have retinol in it because retinol kills me. And then this is the Squalane Vitamin C Rose Oil. And finally, this is big guy, the Squalane and Omega Repair Cream. This is what I'm most excited about. This is like moisture barrier repairing cream. Definitely the right candidate for what this says it will do. Yeah, that's a nice little haul, at least find. And yeah, so now I'm gonna make some lunch for me and the kiddo. See what Obi's up to, what he wants to do. Lunch, I'm having kind of a smaller salad and then a smaller bowl of last night's chili. The chili from last night, I think the reason I didn't really like it is because it was kind of like more of like a hot dog chili than like a soup, and I think my mom must have added just like a lot more, and it wasn't as spicy as I want, so I'm doing some just chipotle hot sauce, like a lot of it. It's gonna be lunch today. I think it's gonna be perfectly satisfactory, and I'll see you later, a little bit later. All right, so while I was at the office, I realized that I forgot to do a weekly reflection and card pull over the weekend, and that's something I really value, and I was like, let's just do it now. I'm, you know, home all afternoon, so we're gonna do that, but first I wanted to make a little bit of a mocha for myself. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm calling it a mocha, and then we're gonna kind of vibe it up, light some candles, pull some cards. That'll be nice. And I'll probably just do our card pull while we're there since they'll be out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pull a shot of espresso. Normally I would not use this particular espresso with what I'm doing, but actually this morning, like, we're on the Kenyan that tastes like cranberries, but honestly this morning it kind of tasted like dark chocolate and strawberries. So that's great. That's gonna be really yummy with this. So it'll also probably kind of get lost in the flavors anyway. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull a shot of espresso and then we'll do the rest. Doing about 3/4 milk, and the rest, this peppermint mocha from Chobani, creamer. I'm gonna do about that much. So I'm gonna taste it before I top it with anything, just to make sure I got the like ratio right, you know, like sweet to coffee. Yeah, so good. It's so creamy because of the cream. And, oh God, it's so good, it's so subtle. Now, of course, I put whipped cream and sprinkles on it because let's go reflect on our week. collected. My cards were a little all over the place today. I think the thing that stood out the most, I guess, is just kind of being the reversed hangman. Feels really true, like just kind of feeling like still and waiting and saying like that's about to move through, which feels really great. I also pulled from the Literary Witches deck for my kind of me card, so I'm trying to decide which one we should do for us. I think we should do Literary Witches, just in case. I love the way these cards feel. They're my favorite ones to hold, and the deck is so just like thick and heavy, and it just feels really good. This is very inspiring for me visually. Okay, let's see. All right. Milk. I don't know where this is going. I have no idea what's coming with that. If it's unsatisfying, we'll pull a tarot card, but I think we can roll with it. Milk. Nourishment, parents, and nostalgia. That's all it says. It's those three. So nourishment, parents, and nostalgia. I think that's a pretty appropriate one. I mean, like, it's Christmas time. We're remembering what it's like to be children again. A lot of us are reparenting ourselves, which is nourishment. What's kind of on my mind when I hear that, self-care. I think oftentimes when we think about self-care, we think of and just like, how do I manage my stress, or how do I get through the day, or luxurious things. But I really think it's just what would feel nourishing to me. What do I wish someone else would provide for me? You know, like, what do I feel like I missed out on in life that I can provide for myself now? If I were to think about what would feel nourishing to me today, I think that would be a veggie filled dinner. Lots of like fresh veggies and rice, and yeah, I think that sounds really nice. That feels like what I wish someone would do for me, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that for myself this evening, and tell me what nourishment, nostalgia, and parents means to you today in the comments below. I think I'm gonna take a few minutes and read my book. I would love to finish that book today. I think I have like 6 or 7 chapters left. So it would be really fun to finish that. Also, Obes took my Newly back, so I'll see if I can order my new one, and we'll do it together if I can. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do now. Come in, Papa. How's your bike? So I finished the book. It was a fun read. It was definitely a fun read. I thought there was a chance I'd want to like jump right into the next one. I don't really feel that way, so I think that's fine. I have some books on the bookshelf that I haven't read yet, like new books we've got since in Portland. Let's go pick one out to start tonight. Okay, so I have This Is a Novel by Karl Ove Knausgaard. I think that's how you say his last name. He was on my list of favorite books that I read this year, and I read, you know, some of his other books, really liked it, but I've never read his fiction, so that might be fun. Your Good Body is next. I'm interviewing her for my podcast in the new year, so I know I want to read this before we do that, but it might not be the right mood for like, this might be like a first week of January type vibe. And then Crying in H Mart is one that I am very, 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 very excited to read. But I'm actually taking time off of poetry and memoirs while I write my book so that I don't sink into depression and comparison. So I think Karl Ove wins the vote. Yeah, that's where we're starting. 5:45. I'm still wearing this patch and we're gonna start dinner. What was this at work? Whew. So I'm just gonna make something for me and for the kiddo. We don't really like force our kid to eat the same thing that we're eating. I'm just not really stressed about it. He eats like a main dish that he likes and then a fruit and a vegetable. Like he does just like raw. That feels great to me. We have like we expand his palate through, he has 2 times a week he does a culinary adventure where he tries a new food. And sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. I saw something, make him something. And then I think we're gonna watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because it's on the bucket list for the week. And then I think we're gonna call it a night after that. I wanna try and make a rice bowl. The other day we ordered sushi and I got this rice bowl that had avocado and cucumber and then like a sriracha mayo situation. Like I think it had sesame oil in it. It was so good. So simple, so good. So I'm gonna try and kind of replicate that here. I also got this rice seasoning, so I might try that. Just, you know, spice it up a little bit. Let's taste it. Yum. Yum. Yeah. Can I say that enough? That is so good. We're definitely putting this in it. Definitely some sesame oil, which we might need more soon. Definitely some rice vinegar. I have the seaweed wraps. I'm gonna eat it. I'm kind of making sushi. Like, maybe that's what I'll do. Just like make my rice, then like cut my veggies up. I could put like cream cheese on it, and then just kind of like hand wrap some sushi. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just like deconstructed sushi plate. So before we start, I'm gonna do I'm just gonna make my little sushi plate. Boy has fish sticks in the air fryer. Very exciting stuff. So for the kiddo, we have some fish sticks, oranges, cucumbers, very exciting. Over here, I have my deconstructed sushi set up. I thought we had wasabi, but we don't, so I've just put some sriracha. Let's make one and see if it's gross. There's a high likelihood that this is a gross thing that I've made. I don't know yet. I'm really rooting for it to not be, but it could be. I'm gonna take my seaweed snack, a little bit of cream cheese, rice, cucumber, carrot, avocado. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna try and dip it in the sriracha and then in the soy sauce. That is so good. That's my new favorite thing. Thrilled.